Good Monday morning with another edition of Monday with the Mayor. I'm Dylan Rumrell, the mayor of the greatest city in the universe, with the greatest executive director of the St. Johns County Cultural Council in the universe. Jeff Potts, good morning.
Good morning. There's a lot of good energy on a Monday morning at the
Man,
beach.
we got to start early,
We
right?
do.
It's the 17 espressos from the Kookaburra,
Love
which
the
gets me going in the
Kookaburra.
morning.
Same.
Okay.
Are they sponsoring this?
No,
They are next
should.
week.
Tell me a little bit about the old historic building here. It used to be a hotel,
Yeah.
then became City Hall, and now tell us what you all have done as the Cultural Council to enhance this building.
For sure. So 25 years ago, the Cultural Council entered into a lease with the city of St. Augustine Beach. And it was, we've got this great property right here on the ocean. Do something with it that's good for the community. And so for all this time, we've been really good stewards of the building by having a dance company populate the main floor and an art studio. More recently, we got it listed on the National Register of Historic Places, which led to some funding opportunities. And we are currently sitting on a $750,000 grant that is going to help us restore the second floor of this building.
Right.
What it's really going to do, it's going to create some artist spaces, some studio space. It's going to solve some accessibility issues so people can get up there. That's the really good news. The bad news is this funded by the federal government, which right now we're working through a couple hurdles in terms of making sure we can get the money. And then the second piece, a little bad news, is that it only solves about half the project.
Right.
So the Cultural Council has to get out in the community and do some additional fundraising to finish this building off completely, which is our hope within the next 3 to 5 years.
Perfect. We're excited for that opportunity. Tell me a little bit about your background as the new-ish executive director.
For sure. So I'm a simple kid from Wisconsin, and somehow I found my way into nonprofits arts administration. So in my career, 3 different times, I've helped bring back a 1920s theater building. So something that came online in the roaring 20s, the Great Depression came in and said, nah, not yet. And then they generally turned into movie palaces. And by the 80s and 90s, these things were falling in disrepair. So I've been fortunate enough to lead nonprofits that have restored these for downtown. So I'm big on the economic side of the arts.
Right.
Like, I will talk your ear off about how I improve quality of life, but I also put money into the pockets of really great people. And so when the opportunity came to join the Cultural Council, I jumped at it, not just because St. Johns County and St. Augustine Beach are these historic, beautiful locations, but the community understands the value of the arts. They understand how it's related to tourism and how all that benefits those of us that live here.
That's awesome. Lastly, but importantly, waves of changes. Tell us the significance about this beautiful walk that you can see right behind us that describes the wade-ins here in the city of St. Augustine Beach.
Yeah, so this city has a real rich history related to the civil rights movement, and right here was one of those moments that helped change things. And there was a period in time where they wouldn't let anybody go into the ocean. I can't even fathom that in this day. And so what the Cultural Council has done is we've collected some of these stories that are important, not just here at this location, but throughout the county. And we've put up signage to commemorate what happened here. And more recently, we put it all together in a beautiful book called The Black Heritage Trail that will connect this very site with 19 or 20 throughout the county. And it's the stories of the community themselves telling it. So it's a powerful piece. Even better is like when you go to the beach and you hit the little wash station afterwards, you're like, what are these signs? And then you're like, oh my God, there's an art studio. And then you look over there and there's a mural, and suddenly the beach has come alive in a different way you didn't expect. And quite honestly, that's the power of the art, and that's what gets me jazzed up on a Monday morning.
Man, me too. I'm a big believer in arts. It's important because not everybody's a doctor or a lawyer, a professional athlete, and art is so important in our society. So, Jeff, appreciate you. Make sure you tune in next week for another edition of Monday with the Mayor.